Hello, my name is Orlando Garcia. I'm the Director of Operations in Camarillo, California. I'm going to talk to you about the anodizing for Ross products, and we also do the anodize for the Abel product. So the importance of anodize is to protect the aluminum. We use an American grade 6061 aircraft aluminum. The beauty of this alloy is that it anodizes great. It actually absorbs dyes a lot better than any other alloys. There's other alloys we use, like for the drag plate, stuff like that. That's a 7075 material. That's a harder material, so that's a wear material. But for decorative, 6061 aluminum is what we anodize, and that's the process we do. If you're not familiar with the anodized process, itself, we're using the beauty of aluminum oxide layer that we create using a chemical process that we build this almost ceramic coating on the surface that some of it penetrates in and some of it builds up on the surface. And the hardness of this coating is comparable to an A2 steel. So that gives you the hardness finish on the surface. But the beauty of it also is that it opens up the pores in the aluminum that lets it accept dyes, inks, certain other elements that you could absorb, like dyes, like food coloring. It'll actually absorb it. You can even airbrush it. But we actually have certain dyes that are special to this because it also will help make it more corrosion resistant. The Ross line is the one that I'm gonna say 95% of it still gets anodized here. Originally it started off in Camarillo, where we did all the anodize for Abel and Ross. And the last 2 years we created a brand new anodized facility here in Montrose, Colorado that has all the capabilities for the same anodize as Camarillo. They also have the capabilities now to create all these nice colors, from the violets to the olives to even two-tone colors from like the Patriot Rio here, where you get the reds and stuff like that. So San Miguel's, those got made here too. Those get almost the Abel treatment. These are the ones that actually go through the same metal finishing polishing surfaces as an Abel reel. So without saying too much about the polishing, we have a certain proprietary process that we do to polish these reels and give you almost a mirror-like finish on the surface. And all that is now possible here thanks to the anodized facility that we have in-house here in Montrose. So the beneficial of having this for the customer is that before all this had to get done in California, it means that it would get shipped out. There's a delay of shipment. It'll take 2 to 3 days to get to us. Then we have to go hand work, process it. So it would take longer to get this product back in here to get assembled. So now that the anodized facility is here, everything is made here in Montrose. It's easy to get things done faster. It helps assembly. It helps the sales team get things out. It helps the customer get their reels a lot faster too. And it's the same quality that we've had in Camarillo, which is basically the Abel quality that we put in our anodize. In the last couple of years, like especially like on the Native series, you can see the Abel twist that we put on it. These are hand painted on the drag knob, the Ross anodize on the frame and spools. But we've done a lot lately where you can see a lot of the Abel influence on the Ross product. You'll see that on the Coors Light coming up reel, and where you'll see that on the Coors Banquet, where it has a lot of the Abel twist in it. So we're excited for that, which means that the customer gets cool stuff. It gets faster, and it's all this is comparable to Abel finish. Everything is the same anodized process, same everything. It's just a little different textures on the finishing, but for the most part, they're beautiful. Everything's beautiful that we do here. So you can see the variety of colors. For a long time, Ross was just black and platinum, and now you're looking at everything that we have Ross here, who I've never thought we would get to this point where we're doing all these multiple colors, and it's great to see how we've evolved to this point. The anodized process itself, it's part of the metal. So aluminum beauty is that it creates an oxide that's actually harder than the aluminum itself. So what I mean by that, so the Rockwell harness, if you're not familiar with the Rockwell harness, it's basically a test that it measures how much pressure it takes to indent into a metal. So regular aluminum, just regular aluminum in 661, it would indent at a 30 Rockwell hardness. So with the anodized coating that we put on here, it makes it a 60 Rockwell hardness. So that doubles the hardness on the surface. To compare it to anything, an A2 tempered steel is at 60 Rockwell hardness. That's how hard this surface is here. So you could drop this, you could scratch it. It's not like paint where it chips off. This, you actually literally have to gouge the metal because of the pores. The die is in a pore in aluminum. So that's what makes it different here. That's the wear. And these reels will last for a long time. And plus our process has a final sealing process that we go through that embeds a special nickel ion in it that actually gives you an extra corrosion resistance. The longer that sits out in the oxygen, that nickel ion actually gives you even a higher corrosion resistance and less tendency for chipping too. For fading, not chipping. Thanks for watching. You can watch all of Ross products at House of Fly locations and houseofflies.com. Close enough. Thank you.